Hi guys! So last week I told you this week I was going to do a little tutorial with one of SophX palettes from Revolution where I would show you a neutral look and a colorful look. I did record that video, but as I was watching it I realized the camera focused on the drawing that was behind me, and so the whole video is just out of focus. That video took a lot of time of my life and I really didn't feel like recording it again. So I'm just going to do this little quick everyday makeup routine, and maybe next week I'll do that video with one of SophX palettes. Let's do this! First thing I'm going to do is put my hair back and take the glasses off. So the first step is primer. The primer I'm using right now is this Mercier foundation primer oil-free. Because my face is extremely oily, I prefer to use oil-free primers or mattifying primers. Just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's really cute because it's this like bluish cream and I love blue, so I just love this primer. Taking my brush. Yeah, I put primer with a brush because I normally forget to wash my hands before I do makeup. Like today I washed my hands, but normally every day I forget to do it, and because I don't want to put like all the nastiness from my hands on my face, I've kind of got used to using a brush. It became a habit. Now for foundation, I've been using lately the Fenty foundation because I just got it during the summer, and so I'm still using and getting used to it, like where are the best ways to put it. I've realized it's better to use with a brush than with a sponge, which actually annoys me a little bit because I prefer to put foundation with a sponge, but I really like the foundation, I like the finish of it, so worth it. I am the number 180. And this foundation, I would say it's like more medium to full coverage. Like if you put a thin layer, just medium, but you can build it up to full coverage. With a flat brush, I just dip it in and to the face. I normally start with little tap motions just to spread the product around, and then swipes. Never forget to blend down your neck, because I've been through that situation and it's kind of embarrassing when your face is not matching your neck, because it's pretty obvious when you're outside and the sun like hits your face. It's really embarrassing. Now with my beauty sponge from Real Techniques, I'm just gonna tap it in, I guess. For concealer, what I've been using lately is this Sephora, what is it called, high coverage concealer. I know I said for foundation I was okay without full coverage, but as for concealer, I'm okay with full coverage, because when you don't sleep at night, no one needs to know. So I'm just gonna do just a little bit because I don't want to cake it a lot. So just here, the bridge of the nose, the tiniest bit on the forehead, and just a little dot on the chin. And the sponge again. Now for the powder, this is like this must be one of the most used powders for beginners. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I have it in one. They say it's transparent, but I kind of believe it gives a little bit of light coverage, like, and just pat my face. And under the eyes I prefer a little more precise brush, and I just put the powder under my eyes before it creases. Now the first thing I do after powder is bronzer, and the bronzer I've been using lately is this one from Kiko, and it's the gold wave bronzer, I don't know how to read, gold waves bronzer in 2 with Mediterranean tan. It's like this beautiful, it's gigantic for real, and it just gives a beautiful bronzy. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. Next I do blush, and I've been using the Revolution blush palette, which has 8 beautiful blushes. These 2 are really shimmery, and then these 6 are like matte with a little bit of shimmer in it. I think I'm gonna go with these 2, the duo on the middle. So let's put a little bit of blush. I just go very lightly to make sure I don't do just a splodge. Just lightly, and always doing like these circular motions. And then I like to go with this MAC brush, which is the 187 SE, and blend the blush into the bronzer. Now for the highlighter, I've been using the SophX Revolution palette. As you can see, it has 8 beautiful, very shimmery highlighters. Normally I use like the first row because it is lighter highlighters, but I also like to use this purplish one because I know it's purple, but on the skin it doesn't look as purple, and it looks actually pretty natural because, as you can see with the lights reflecting, you can see a little bit of light on the area where I put highlighter, and actually the purplish one makes this natural effect. But let me show you just these first 2, it's the ones that I use the most. As you can see, they are just beautiful. I think for today I'm just gonna put a little bit of this pinkish one and this more dark one, and these are just amazing. Just a little bit on the tip in here, the cupid's bow. Now let's move to the eyes. For that I'm gonna prime them with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I have the original one because I don't actually understand what are the differences between the original and all the others. Just blending it in with my finger. Now for the eyeshadow, I will be using the Too Faced Best Year Ever palette. This is last year's New Year palette, I think. I'm not sure, I think it was for the New Year. And it's this beautiful palette. I don't even have words to describe it. I just love these colors. And it does have a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer in it, but I don't really use them. But for the eyes, I'm gonna go with Love Actually, which is this beautiful pinkish transition color. Pat it a couple times and put it on my crease. Now with a more precise brush, I'm gonna go into Pinecone, which is a color right under it, which is a more burgundy brownish deep color, and put that on the outer third of the eye. And don't forget to blend it out. We don't want any harsh lines on the eyes. So after that, we're just gonna put a shimmery color on the lid. I think I'm gonna go with Sleigh Bells, which is this beautiful pink duochrome with a little bit of gold in it. Actually, it looks pretty similar to the blush. That's kind of weird. Now I'm gonna go again with the precise brush and blend all the strict lines, harsh lines. Now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna get this really tiny brush and go with Love Actually. And then with Pinecone also. And then on the inner corner, I think I'll go with Halo, which is this beautiful light goldish shade here. Just popping that on the inner corner. Okay, so this is the eye look all complete. Now for mascara, I'm gonna go with the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. So for final step is the lips. I was thinking of just a nude color for the lips, and for that I'm gonna use the SophX Revolution lipstick, which is like this, just with a bullet of rose gold and white pink. I just put mascara on it. No! And she came out with 3 colors. This one is the second out of the 3 shades. This one is Cake. It is kind of a pinkish nude, so I think it's gonna go well with the eyes. Just gonna add some setting spray. This is the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. Okay, so this is the makeup all complete. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. You can subscribe right here. See my last video right here, which is a little life update because I was missing for 7 months. And I'll see you next week. Bye!